How's everyone doing? So I just got done watching Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and here are my thoughts. Starting off with my positives of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, which I'm probably just going to call Harry Potter 4 throughout the entire review. Subi! First positive is the scene where the professor guy in the end, who turns out to be the person that put Harry Potter's name in the Goblet of Fire. Spoilers! Excuse me. And, kind of doing a thing, kind of brings like this little spider thing to life. Kind of fucks with all the kids. He's just like on them, on them, on them. He's kind of fucking with all of them. Throws it on the one douche that hates Harry Potter and all that. It's a pretty funny scene. It's like most of my reviews. It's kind of just like a short positive. It could be excluded off of this. My rules. Now, I'm usually not a big Robert Pattinson person because I hate the Twilight movies, and Robert Pattinson, that was the whole reason why I never really liked him. But thank you to the Batman, which is one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. Robert Pattinson, I like seeing him in here. If I never watched the Batman, or if the Batman never came out before I even watched this, I probably wouldn't even give a shit about him. But thank you to the Batman. I like seeing Robert Pattinson in this, and his performance is really good. Why did he even go to Twilight anyways? Because this is one of his best performances and all that. I'm pretty sure Twilight came out before this, but this is one of Robert Pattinson's best films and one of his best performances. Sure, he has a short role, but what he has of it, it's pretty damn good. One of the parts in this movie that I actually like is when Harry is trying to figure out why he was in the Goblet of Fire and all that. It's like everyone's asking questions like, I don't know how I got in there. I don't even want to be in here. And then like he's trying to throw this newspaper away, and then the fire comes like a face. It's like one of the teachers. I'm pretty sure I can't remember, but he's trying to question him like how he was in the Goblet of Fire, and he's telling me I don't know. But the effect that they do it is pretty damn good. I like how Harry Potter is just Harry. Sorry, is just staring into the fire and it's just talking to him. It's a pretty neat effect, and I actually watched the behind the scenes on how they did that, and they did it for like little money. They just put like a fake face there, and they just did like the face movement and post production. And honestly, it was kind of funny watching Daniel Roosevelt talking to just like nothing, just to a plain face. For me personally, I think this was my favorite story of the entire Harry Potter franchise that I've seen so far. I've only four movies in. I got three, four more to go actually. And so far, this is my favorite of the ones that I've watched. Harry Potter 3, I still think that's my favorite so far, but I think this one has the best story where you get Harry Potter, he was in the Goblet of Fire, it's like this little tournament thing, kind of like a Hunger Games at Hogwarts, and it's a very interesting story. You get like cool scenes, which I'll talk about later. You get all this like fighting against Harry's friends and all that. I just really dig this story. It's very interesting. It's what hooked me the most out of all the ones. And hell, I think if I were ever to watch another Harry Potter movie for its story, it would be this one. And when I was talking about scenes, this was one of them, and that was Harry versus the dragon in this. I think that scene was very, very cool, and just seeing Harry fight a dragon. What else do you need to know? Harry fighting a dragon? And this is the movie where we finally get to see Voldemort. We keep hearing about him in all the movies. He seems to be the villain in all the movies. But in this one, we finally get to see Voldemort come on screen. And by God, does it deliver. Now, you kind of get scenes with him in the first movie, but he's on the back of someone's head, which that didn't look good. And you get like this stupid fucking part in the movie of the second one where it turns out this one kid that Harry's been stalking and all that turns out to be Voldemort, which, I mean, you probably didn't see coming, but the twist, was it necessary? And I'm pretty sure he wasn't the villain. And the third one, actually, no, he wasn't. Maybe he was. I don't know. Don't yell at me in the fucking comments, please. But we finally get to see him, and I recognize the guy who plays Voldemort, Ralph something. I recognize him as the chef in the menu. That's probably how I'm always gonna recognize him. Please watch the menu if you haven't already. But yeah, the way Voldemort's brought on screen, he is very, very terrifying for what he has. Like how he's talking to Harry's like fucking talking shit to him, like using his wand, like it's like absolutely nothing, and he's just like, "Look into my eyes when I kill you," and all that. And god damn, I'm surprised no one got traumatized from that motherfucker. Now let's talk about Robert Pattinson again. His character, Gradish, sir, what the fuck not? I don't know how to pronounce his name. The acting when he dies is really fucking effective. Like, the acting is actually really good. Like, you get the person that plays his father, he's like, that's my son, and starts crying, and he's blabbing, and even Harry Potter, he starts crawling over him. He's like, I couldn't leave him there, he told me to bring his body back, and all that, and he's crying. It's a pretty damn emotional scene, and it hits you pretty damn hard. Like, when I was watching, I'm like, God damn, that's pretty good acting there for like, I wish more movies would actually have really good acting. Nowadays, they're just like, I don't give a fuck like how you act. Just do something so we can make a buck. But in this one, they were like, okay, you need to wisen the fuck up. You need to bring out real tears. You need to do good acting. But the other movies are like, nah, fuck that. But the acting in this was fucking phenomenal in that scene. Now on to my negatives, and I only have very few. My first negative is Harry Potter's love story side plot. That goes absolutely nowhere, so why did we need that in here? There's literally a scene where they're about to go to the dance, which is pretty fun to watch, where he goes up to this girl who he sees on the train and kind of just thinks like is attractive, doesn't even fucking know who she is, just like, I forget her name, it's like Chop something. Something in my head. It's like Chop something, and he goes up to her like for the dance. He's like, "Hey, you want to come to the dance with me?" And she's like, "Oh, sorry, someone already asked me, and I went." And I'm sitting here like, "Where the fuck is this going?" You could literally cut that entire subplot out, and it would have absolutely no meaning to the story. But I'm just assuming they put that in there for time, or maybe it was in the book. And Harry Potter's friend Ron, which I actually remembered his name this time, he feels like a giant pussy in this movie. I'm not being derogatory. He's a fucking crybaby in this. Like, he's jealous that Harry Potter got in the Goblet of Fire and all that. And he's just like, why didn't you tell me you were in the Goblet of Fire? And Harry's like, I didn't fucking know that I was in there, bitch. They're having this big bicker, and when they're at the dance, he goes out with these pair of twins. So is Harry Potter and all that. They go to the dance with these set of twins. He's just sitting there like, fucking hate the world. Fuck you, Harry. It's like, why are you being a fucking pussy, dude? Why are you a wimp? Why? It just questions me and it just angers me. It just makes me want to jump in this ring, just be like, just fucking get time with the fucking dance. This is the one time you're ever gonna fucking have it. Sorry. All in all, guys, I had a damn good time watching this movie. I'm only 4 movies in. I'm already loving this franchise already. For Harry Potter Goblet of Fire, I would say that you go out and buy it and add it to your collection if you have not already. So, what did you guys think of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire? Did you enjoy this one? Is this your favorite? Are you like me and this is your favorite story? Is this your least favorite story? Let me know in the comments down below and we will talk about it. And thank you guys for tuning in and watching. But until my next movie review or just video, take care.